great to go away to a pub on a Sunday or something. You get away together, a good ride down there, nice and cool. A few of the lads, you're always joking and talking between each other. Plenty of friends, and get there, have a few beers, have a bit of a muck around. There's never a dull moment, sort of thing. A bit of a rip around.
What do you think is the most important event of the motorcycle year?
Bathurst. Definitely Bathurst.
For some bikies, the race is not the thing. Some don't even go to the circuit. They come simply to worship the bike and the leather. For most of those who come to Bathurst, Mount Panorama is the big attraction. It's here that the races are held, a ritual with its own mystique. Ye are come to the Mount. It is 30 years since Australian motorcycle enthusiasts first began their pilgrimage to the Mount. In this short era, it has become more than a race meeting. More even than the arena where the country's top gladiators convene to do battle. The Mount is a religion. It is the high temple where disciples congregate to worship their faith, where the vestment becomes a pair of black leathers and the incense stinks of Castral R. This is Mount Panorama, a 4-mile strip of asphalt on which are built the dreams of the past and of the future. The Mount is a catalyst. It can build reputations or it can break them. It builds young dreams and shatters them just as easily. It can be kind or it can be a killer. But whatever else, the Mount is still there, immovable.
All I live for is racing, actually, from one meeting to the next, and the excitement of racing is something that can't really be described. It just has to be done to be appreciated, I think.
Is part of the excitement the fear of death, maybe? Or?
Well, perhaps it is. I think a lot of people say that a matter of getting very close to death and just sort of avoiding it all the time is exciting. I don't think about the danger angle at all when I'm riding.
Why do you race?
Oh, it's born into me. Whole family raced, and more or less I started off just through being talked into it by my family.
Does it worry you getting out there on the track and risking your life?
I don't think it's risking it any more than riding on the road, or more than anything. Everyone's going the same way, and you know the riders around you. You get to know who's novices, who's top line and such.
I don't know really about excitement. It's exciting, I suppose, like any racing, but I've never really thought about it to that extent.
What's the worst part of a race?
Just before you start.
Oh, that's the worst part. I think I usually feel very weak and very churned up inside, and quite often I wonder how on earth I'm going to get the bike started.
idea what happened?
Yes, well, we sort of came down into the dip in the Esses. The front brake locked. It slid. When the front wheel went, it just went. That's all there is to it. You can't do anything about it when the front wheel goes. It was very slippery and it was just gone and over.
Do you think you were very lucky?
Oh, no, not really. We weren't going very fast there in the Esses, and it's just sort of slide off. The leathers stop any gravel rash. Without the leathers and the helmet, you might be in a bit of trouble, but they saved the day.
After race celebrations are often hectic and rowdy. This year, police installed a mobile field unit, a self-contained police station manned around the clock. This certainly quietened things down, but rowdyism is still a problem, not least for the more conventional motorcyclist.
Well, the only problems, to my mind, are the undesirables, which congregate at Bathurst, and unfortunately give the motorcyclists a bad name. The press seem to play them up tremendously, and unfortunately we have this undesirable aspect at most sporting functions, but I think at Bathurst, all these louts in motorcycles and in motor cars, I'd say there are just as many in motor cars as there are in motorcycles. They get in the town, around the parks, they loll over the footways and molest and trouble decent people that are trying to do their shopping. As a matter of fact, last year I wasn't prepared to go into the city on the Saturday evening because of these undesirables around about. And it's very, very good indeed to see that the police taking the action they are over the last 2 years to combat these undesirables.
Well, I find them a pretty fair group of boys. They give me no trouble. I don't know why they've got a bad name because over the period they have been here, they have been exceptionally well behaved. And I cannot fault them in any way whatsoever. They park in the backyard and they come and go. They get out right on time. They're well behaved and are very orderly.
They're lonely misfits, not sure of their position in life, and they want to project themselves as feeling good, you know. Pretty hard to say, really. I think they're really searching, you know.
I think they're great horrors. They're loud, noisy, and very disturbing for peace-minded people.
Life or a means of transport. Either way, a bikie remains for most of us an oddity on wheels, to be scorned and sometimes feared. Sometimes, bikies feel the public doesn't even try to understand. For him, what counts most is being on a bike.